Okay, so two questions. First question is a slow progress. In our conversations with operators and with ecosystem players, we found four factors slowing progress. One is the fundamental requirement that operators have, these are legacy operators, that Open RAN needs to meet parity on energy performance, on customer experience, and on overall network reliability. And the second is that the lack of proof points from wider scale deployments of those parity points being achieved. So sure, they're achieving parity within the lab, but they want to see more proof points out in the field that that's being achieved. The third area is lack of cloud native skills. Sometimes that's expressed as we don't have the skills internally, but sometimes it's expressed as we don't feel that the ecosystem is mature enough. I think actually they're talking about the same things, but they're being expressed in different ways. The fourth factor is the lack of capacity from the wider ecosystem, this is the supplier ecosystem, to support operators in their journey. There are just too few skills out there to help all the operators that want to make that shift. So how do they get back on track, to your second question? Well, one thing is making much better use of the new silicon and the capabilities that are now available for controlling that silicon much more efficiently, particularly around energy performance. The second is to think about the benefits that will be achieved from Open RAN and the RIC over time. Rather than take a static view of the ROI or the total cost of ownership, you have to think about how that's going to improve faster over time. Having an open ecosystem will result in more and more improvements over the years relative to traditional architectures. The third point is more around the RIC itself and not thinking of the RIC as being an outcome from ORAN, but actually thinking about it something you can start to deploy RIC-like environments on legacy infrastructure. The next thing that operators need to think about is how they can make best use of the SI community to help them support them in the journey and exactly what role they have for SIs in doing that. And then last of all, operators need to get better at sharing the data with the innovators so that they can co-create those new solutions. We set out all of these in our report, and I encourage you to download it, read it, to get the detail behind this summary.
A mature ecosystem for Open RAN is absolutely paramount. Ultimately, the ecosystem is going to enable more choice, flexibility, but also will drive higher levels of competition, which in turn will drive higher levels of innovation. It's a win-win for our customers who are seeking to use Open RAN to transform their radio access network. In addition to that, a vibrant ecosystem for areas such as the RAN intelligent controller, which are going to transform the intelligence layer and programmability of the RAN, is also paramount. And in fact, what we're seeing is a widespread adoption of our platform from a partner perspective through integration with our SDK and APIs in order to realize use cases that range from optimization to monetization, performance, as well as availability. All of these things are essential to help customers be successful in their journey.